Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I want to talk about the mistake I've made. An honest mistake, only to give you something different on my channel. I went out and bought a pair of Mcintosh 901 monos. Right here. Huge amplifier, 150, 160 pounds, perhaps as deep as my Griffin Apex. I don't really know. I'm about to pull it out of the box and talk to you about why this was a mistake. Please subscribe, hit the like button. I went out and bought this 901 set of monos, Mcintosh monos, because I wanted to do something different for the channel. I wanted to bring this iconic American brand front and center and give it another shot. Try to understand what they are doing with this latest generation of amplifiers that they have built. Originally, I had full intentions of buying the 2kW monos that are 6 chassis, 3 per side. I thought that amplifier would have been quite interesting to play through my Chronosonic XVX speakers. You all know I love big power, big amplifiers. I want to feel floored by the performance of the amplifier that just simply blows me out of the room in terms of the soundstage, the speed, the power, the control. Those are things that I'm very attracted to. But unfortunately, I couldn't really locate a pair of 2kW Mcintosh monos. So I went out and bought the 901s that you see right here, which I'm literally opening right this second. Okay, Mcintosh 901s. Now, this is a very interesting amplifier because it combines a 601/611 600 watt per channel Class AB amplifier for the low frequencies, and it has the upper registers or mid-range. It has a 2301, essentially, an amplifier that I'm very, very familiar with, okay? And so I thought it would have been an interesting combination to try. Now, little that I know, of course, again, I'm guilty as charged, that you can only use this amplifier on speakers that have 2 sets of binding posts. Yes. And as you know, my Chronosonic do not have 2 sets of binding posts. You cannot bi-amp Wilson audio speakers. I want to make sure you hear me loud and clear because some of you have made comments about trying to get me to bi-amp my speakers. I'll say it here. You cannot bi-amp any Wilson audio speaker. You cannot bi-amp any Magical loudspeaker. You cannot bi-amp any Rockport speaker. There are many other brands that have the same situation, okay? They cannot be bi-amped. Now, yeah, I know you're gonna be, I can't believe that that speaker is 300 grand and you can't even bi-amp it. That's, what a waste. No, it's not a waste. It sounds phenomenal. It sounds amazing, okay? It doesn't change the quality of the product. So what happened was I got caught up working in my room, doing what I do, all the madness. Look at all this mess that I have here, okay? Got a lot of things that are coming in. So I called Mcintosh today and I asked, hey, there's gotta be a way I can use this with a speaker that has only 1 set of binding posts. There's no way. This amplifier is only designed for those speakers that have 2 sets of binding posts. And Mac said, yep, you can only use it with speakers that have 2 sets of binding posts. I was like, no way. So you made an amplifier that you can only use on speakers that have 2 sets of binding posts. Interesting. $38,000 set of monos, okay, which weigh a ridiculous amount of weight, and they need a huge amplifier stand, and they generate a lot of heat. So the amp already comes with a lot of inconveniences as it is. But now we're talking about the inconvenience of basically lack of compatibility with a lot of speakers, a lot of loudspeakers out there, especially these heavy hitter brands like Magical, Rockport, and Wilson Audio, right? Huge brand names. You can't use this 901 with that. Feel that's a waste. I feel like Mcintosh should have actually thought about that, figure out a way to allow the amplifier to be used somehow. When you're thinking about brands like Wilson Audio and Magical, right? Big names, how couldn't you think about making this amplifier compatible with some of the most important loudspeakers on the planet? To me, it makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, enough about that. I want to show you the 901s in case you've never seen them, okay? Let's take a look at them. Let's unpack them. Definitely one of the biggest amplifiers I've ever owned. Beautiful to look at, I must say. All right, so let's remove the cages for the tubes. This is actually protection for these tubes, so you know. Some foam and a cage, and there you go. KT88s, 4 of them, and it's got a 12AT7, 2 dual 12AT7s, and a 12AX7A in the middle, the rectifiers. Okay, so let's take these cages completely off the amplifier so we can look at the amplifier completely. I know a lot of you have never seen this done on this ultra high-end channel, and you're seeing it today. We're playing some Mac gear, so quite exciting. All right, let's take a look at it. There you go. It's a very good looking piece. There you go. Look at that. What are your thoughts? Do you like the look of the amplifier? Give me your comments. This is an amplifier that some of you, or maybe all of you, would love to own. I'd like to know what you guys think. All right, so essentially this right here is a 2301. This would be considered the 601, 611, which is the solid state part. This part right here is 600 watts per channel, or in this case, it's a mono, so it's only 600 watts. This is 300 watts right here. Typically, what you want to do is anytime you have tubes in the mix, you want your tube section to be half the power of your solid state section, okay? That's typically what's recommended, okay? Twice the power for the bass. It's the sweet spot. Of course, this is matched up perfectly because the gain is clearly optimized for both amplifiers that are here. So you don't have to worry about finding the gain, buying an external crossover to make sure that the bass amplification is not getting more juice than your mid-range and high frequency. Okay, so this amplifier does it all for you. Okay, so let's look at the crossover section here. Okay, so here's the crossover points. It gives you the ability to do your solid state adjustment right on the left. Okay, you can see the left adjustment right there for the solid state crossover points. And of course, on the right, you have the vacuum tube section, same adjustments. Okay, so much flexibility that this amplifier brings to the table, especially with, you know, whatever speaker you may want to buy. It is definitely one of the most beautiful amplifiers I have ever seen. Okay, really good looking amplification. Nobody can take that away from Mcintosh. Nobody can. Now, of course, pretty sad that I won't be able to use this. I am not going to buy a set of speakers to try this thing. I am not going to do that. You have no idea how much work is involved in bringing speakers into the lab for me, especially me, that I'm a one-man team, okay? It's only me here, and of course I do have help from others that occasionally come in and out, but for the most part, it's me. 90% of the time, it's all me. So don't feel like buying a speaker to utilize this amplifier with. It's just too much. I don't have the manpower to move the XVXs, nor do I want to move them out of the way after they have been properly time aligned and calibrated. It doesn't make any sense for me. What does make sense is utilizing right there the C11000 tube preamplifier, which is very good looking, very attractive preamplifier. 2 chassis, I believe it MSRP'd for $14,000, $7,000 per chassis, the controller and the power supply. So what I will be doing is utilizing that with the Griffin Apex stereo amplifier and see what kind of results we get. I think it's going to be quite interesting because you've only seen an all-out assault in my room when it comes to preamplifiers. Do you remember the 3010 that I had here? $142,000. Do you remember my 2110? $76,000. How about the Darzeal battery-operated preamplifier? I believe right now that's about $80,000. Okay, serious preamplification that I've owned. So I figure it would be fun to have something that is significantly less money and see what it does with the Griffin Apex. I think it could be a lot of interesting results for us to share. And so you will be seeing in the future a couple of videos with the Mcintosh C11000 and the Apex. Now, don't go around saying this guy's crazy. He's going to use a Mcintosh product after he attacked him, after he said all these things about Mcintosh. Hello, I just said it. I'm bringing this for your entertainment, for you all to have something different to look at. Okay, and maybe for me to be shocked. Maybe that C11000 preamplifier shocks me. Who knows? So I'm keeping an open mind, flexible mind. What I will not be doing is being flexible and buying another set of speakers to play with the 901s. I think the 901s will probably go up for sale. I don't have space for speakers. I am like completely full right now, folks. And I'm trying to keep my room as uncluttered as possible. And so I think just seeing them, touching them, and appreciating how beautiful these amplifiers are is good enough for me at this time. And so I'm going to be sad to let them go. But you can't tell me I didn't try. I tried. So maybe in the future I locate a pair of 2kW 6 chassis monoblocks to use with my Chronosonic and see what kind of results we get. Are you as excited as I am to hear the C11000 preamplifier with a $104,000 Apex stereo amplifier? I am very excited. As a matter of fact, I know what those two are doing right now. So I'm not even going to talk about that. I want you all to be excited. And hopefully in the future, we can continue to do different components, different brands. I would really appreciate it if you just support me. Hit that like button, subscribe, give me that thumbs up for at least trying to bring you something different, okay? So I hope you have enjoyed today's video. And please continue to support me, and these will be listed on my website, jaysaudiolab.com. Okay, in case you are interested, they will be up for sale and they will go to a good home. Thank you for your time. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.